Check, check, check. Yeah, it looks good. And welcome into Gerald McGinley Arena in St. Albert for Tier 1 Junior B action. It's the visiting Edmonton Warriors coming in at 8-7-1, paying a visit to the St. Albert Crude, who come in at 2-13-1. The Warriors sitting at second in the North as they try to track down the Rebels for first in the division, while the Crude look to build for the future here and set themselves up nicely for 2025. Alongside cameraman Tristan Shaw, I'm Mohammed Joma, and we've got you covered here tonight from Ainsdale. Starting in net for the Warriors will be number 30, Lucas Bialik. He's had a nice year for the Warriors, filling in in a secondary role for Tate Pinch, and then down in the Crude end, it'll be Will Horn. And that should get us set up here quite nicely to begin this game. The Crude will be wearing their gray home jerseys. They'll move from right to left on your screen, and the Warriors wearing their road whites with red trim, moving left to right on your screen. And we're going to begin with Brody Stashnik picking the ball up off the loose draw and bringing it deep into St. Albert territory. He hands it off to Josh Dewart. Dewart off the half wall. He's going to wait up, and he gets the ball to an unsuspecting Wellner Bate, and the ball turns over, and it's going to be picked up by Wedman. And Wedman tried to get it to Wells off the bench. That's a turnover, and it'll be Warrior ball. Now the ball goes loose momentarily. Now it's moved up. Royer has trouble with that, and Wells is going to come away with it. The Crude will have their first offensive possession of the game. Wells swings it. Ball back over to the right side. That shot's taken and stopped by Bialik. Like Connors with that shot as Andrews races up near center and he gets stripped. They say 8 seconds and it'll be St. Albert ball. Ball in the stick of Connors. Now over. Joe Violette takes that shot and that goes wide. Connors just finishing his U17 career. Playing up here. He'll be a high draft pick in next year's draft. Ball goes back door, and it was knocked down by Flett before it could get to its intended target. Looked like Joe Violette on the back door. Ball gets handed off to Fodchuk. He, of course, coming over from the Crude in a trade last week, as he sees himself get moved at the deadline for a second year in a row. Last year he went to the Rebels. This year he goes to the Warriors. And we'll get to that deal a little bit later in the game here, as there were a number of players and significant pieces moved in that deal. And as the Crude gain possession here, Joe Violette hands it off. Ball up high now. Elliott, part of that deal I just mentioned, coming the other way. And Fodchuk was a rental to the Warriors, and Elliott, though, was permanent, so he still has another 3 years of junior left. The Crude will have him for quite some time. Big piece in that deal. Dickin, right side. To the net, underneath, and that gets stopped by Horn. Smith bumps his man, but the Warriors will pick that up. That was Cale Harris getting it up to Ben Royer, another former member of the Crude, is Harris in front. Ball's going to go loose into the corner. It's grabbed by Horn. Nice outlet pass. Here come the Crude. Reich holds up, and he defers to Elliott. Elliott gets it quickly to the half wall. Ball's held there. Connors tried to swing it, missed his guy. And that's going to go loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Warriors. So that trade that just took place last Tuesday saw Josh Fodchuk, Cale Harris, Nash Knowlton, and Caden Pickering move from the Crude to the Warriors. The Warriors also received a third and a fifth. And the Crude getting back Liam Elliott and a first and a second round pick. Liam Elliott, a permanent resident now of the Crude. Fodchuk and Harris will return to the Crude next year. Pickering graduates And Knowlton will be permanent with the Warriors for his remaining year or two in junior. As the ball goes into the corner, Royer takes that shot. That's a riser into the chest of Horn. And that's a long lead pass up the floor. That's well in behind its target, though. And the Warriors are going to fly up the floor here. Menon, who wears an A for the Warriors, gets it to Royer. Royer coming down from the minors. As you could tell, a lot of movement in the past week as rosters finalized on the July 1 deadline. And that was a good chance for Royer. He threw it right into the chest of Horn, though. And the Crew transition out. So Royer makes his way down from the junior A minors, as does Stashniak. So those are two huge gets for the Warriors back onto their roster as they try to return to the Founders Cup. They, of course, winning it in 2023 in Poco, where they defeated the Akwesasne Thunder 9-7. Royer to Dewart. Right side, Dewart hangs, shoots right into the midsection of Horn. We've played 5 minutes here, and that's a bad turnover. Royer picks it up, and he scores. Unforced turnover there. Something the Crude can definitely not afford to have happen, and Royer takes advantage of it. It's 1-0. And they call face-off violation on the Warriors. It'll be Crude ball. I want to thank Andiamo Electric. Andiamo Electric Limited is family-owned, operated since 2008, providing quality electrical contracting in the residential and commercial industries. Andiamo Electric is located at 15615 112 Ave, Edmonton. Give Tug a call at 78488-3600. And Central Social Hall. Central Social Hall can be a place for drinks with the girls, lunch with a client, brunch with your family, or a late night with your friends. Born and raised in Edmonton, they're committed to providing you with an outstanding restaurant and bar experience. Visit Central Social Hall at 280-525 St. Albert Trail. As Vodchuk swings that over to Dewart, and he rolls that through Horn, who's going to want to have that back. It's 2-0. So a couple of not so glamorous goals here, although Royer did show some nice patience walking a crease on the first one. The Warriors have a quick 2-0 lead here. Dylan Doken Contracting Limited. Doken Contracting Limited is the Crude home jersey sponsor. DDC is a general contracting company, paying attention to detail and giving the customer what they ask for. Call Dylan Doken Contracting Limited for your general contracting needs. You can reach him at 780-901-1664, and Dylan will take good care of you, as Dickin inside is just allowed to walk right to the net. And Horn saves that opportunity. Heavy pressure here as Wolney pressed up on Runco. Now he throws Runco down deep in the corner. Wolney continues to work. Runco does pick it up, but it's going to be 8 seconds, and it'll be Warrior ball. Ball to Ben Royer. Up high with it, left side. Takes a couple of whacks. He's given the top side of the floor. Crude switch off. Ball inside, and Royer with a little bit of a dive forward. That was a good stop up high by Horn, and now there's going to be a penalty to Royer. Threw a hard pick, sent his defender into the boards, and Luke will go to the box. They say 2 minutes for interference, and the Crude power play will have their first opportunity. This Crude Power Play brought to you by Extreme Threads, your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel. Sublimated team uniforms. Give Extreme Threads a call as the ball starts over on the right side with Wells. Elliott fires that. That goes wide. That's going to be over and back, and the Warriors will take possession. So with a 1:40 to go here on the kill, the Warriors will slow play this here with Royer left side. He goes to work with Fodchuk. Dewart out there with Dickin on the right side. Dewart holds, winds, fires, and that hit a body. Wedman tries to pick it up, and he had a breakaway pass, but stumbled. Reich was in behind everybody. Now it looks like there's going to be a too-many-men call coming up to the Warriors, and the Crude are going to go on a 5-on-3. And as Wedman just had the ball, we'll thank Wedman Land and Cattle Co. Discover the legacy of Wedman Land and Cattle. 4 generations of expertise. More than just a ranch, we're a tradition of excellence. From our quality cattle and performance to our reliable trucking services, we're here to serve your needs across Alberta. Wedman Land and Cattle, for service you could trust. Now ball is sent to Wells right in front of the net, and he hits the crossbar. Ball will go up and out of play, and the Crude will get a fresh 30. Ball down low, back up high as they go shooter to shooter. Elliott down low, Wells all day, and Wells gets stopped by Bialik. Really good patience there by Bialik to stay with that, as Wells tried to pull him off of the far post and didn't get him to move quite enough. One of the better stops, if not the best stop of this game so far. And now, from a strange angle, the Crude do cash. It's 2-1. Sports are a funny thing sometimes. Wells, couple of great opportunities, gets robbed, hits a bar, and then a harmless shot from almost the corner catches Bialik off guard, and that's the one that goes in. It's 2-1. So the power play will now go to 5-on-4. As Royer goes out of the box, Luke Royer goes out of the box, and Ben Royer will remain in it. Elliott is going to be hit into the boards, but he saves it, and now the ball is into the stick of Connors, and he winds and fires. Bialik smothers that. Zender Ford is the car dealer in Spruce Grove who will go above and beyond to meet their customers' needs. Conveniently located on Highway 16, they have great hours and can help you with any vehicle needs you may have. Visit Zender Ford at 99 Golden Spike Road, Spruce Grove. Dickin gets fought off here up high with it. Now he's going to wind and fire from well out. That goes in, and it's 3-1. Graham Dickin just shot that from Innisfail, home of the Mountain View Mavericks, is where that ball just traveled from, and the Warriors have a 2-goal lead. That also was short-handed. Cale Harris, member of that list of players involved in that trade from the Crude to the Warriors, playing his former team, is going to hand off, and he gets it over to Rex Wolney. Wolney up high to Dickin. Dickin drags, and a rough angle shot goes in off of the body of Horn, and it's 4-1. Now I'm looking at the Crude bench to see if they make a goaltending change. Doesn't look imminent right now. I think that's Martel, the U17 call up on the gate, so that might be part of the reason why they haven't made the change. Young kid. Garen Schmerman looks like he is telling him to be ready though here. He's already gotten minutes with the Crude, so it's probably not something that he's all that nervous about, but we'll see how that develops. 10 minutes to go here in the first period, and the Warriors with a 4-1 lead. Might also have been another shorthanded goal as well. So we go back to even strength here. Elliott gets checked by Menon. Elliott holds on to it, goes in behind the net to Wells. Wells takes a little underhand shot into the stick of Bialik. That's a high pass from Flett to Gordon. Too tall for the big defender, and it's going to be Crude ball. That shot by Wells got blocked. He got hit from behind, and that's going to be a call. So the Warriors are going to strip the ball here on the far side of the floor, but they're going to go back to the box, and the Crude will get another power play. Central Social Hall. Central Social Hall can be a place for drinks, lunch with a client, brunch with your family, on a late or a late night with your friends. Born and raised in Edmonton, they're committed to providing you with an outstanding restaurant and bar experience. Visit Central Social Hall at 280-525 Central St. Albert Trail. City of Fort Saskatchewan. Explore Fort Saskatchewan. Discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Work in a thriving community. Play where every moment is memorable. Visit, work, and play in Fort Saskatchewan. And this is a Extreme Threats Crude Power Play, your one-stop shop for customized team and company apparel. Elliott shoots that. Might have caught a piece of Bialik. Don't think so, because the shot clock didn't reset. Stashnik gets his outlet pass knocked down. Ball goes loose. Warriors got to try and get over here. They call him for 8 seconds, and it'll be Crude ball. With 8:30 to go here in the first period. The sloppy play continues as that pass misses its target, and the Crude give the ball right back to the Warriors, who already have a couple of shorthanded goals in this game. Down into the zone is Redlick, and he gets it to Royer, and man, he had that whole top short side wide open. And you see that a lot with some of the better shooters. They use their body to fake goalies out. He leaned to the far side, got Horn to kind of lean with him, and then he had that whole top right side to himself, and he tucked it back short side. So Harris getting in on that goal. Could be his first point as a Warrior. Not sure if he had one against the Outlaws in his debut last week, in what was really the only game in the North over the last 10 days. Maybe even 2 weeks, as the ball gets flipped over to Elliott. And the Crude here in need of one with 2:25 left on the double minor. Elliott behind the back, splits the two righties. Now is going to be picked back up. Wells back up to Elliott. Elliott drags. Elliott going to shoot, and that goes off of the pipe, I think, up into the ceiling. It either hit pipe or hit Bialik's shoulder. Either way, it's going to be Crude reset here. Elliott swings it. Now the ball goes down low, and the righties tried to set some seals to free up. It looked like that crease guy, but the pass never came, and Flett is going to pick it up and get it up high to Royer. 5-1 Warriors, 6:50 to go, first period. Hard pick there, and Stashnik gets his stick held. Looked like he was going to get open there. That goes uncalled. Royer to Dickin. Dickin, spin move, swim move. Dickin holding, and he tried to flip that last second into the middle to Royer, who had flashed in front. It was well behind him, and it'll be Crude ball. They have about a minute to go in the double minor. And I think the count on special teams right now is 2 shorthanded goals for the Warriors, and the 1 goal the Crude have did come on the power play on a 5-on-3. Ball into the corner. Back up high, Elliott zips it down low. That misses its target. And here comes Wolney. Wolney trots into St. Albert territory, and he's going to take it to the net. Now he decides to roll back out. And he's going to get it to Ben Royer. Royer steps into a one, and he pulled that wide. And Royer limping off the floor here. I don't know if he pulled something or what, but didn't look like he was feeling great there as the ball comes back down into the Warrior zone. This will be the last possession of the power play. 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Elliott gets it over. That ball swings, goes to the board. It's going to be picked up and moved back up to Elliott. Elliott, long outside shot, gets stopped, and Wolney will take and go. He takes a hard slash there, got mostly stick, and Wolney will come back down 2-on-1. Deward, and he rips it into the far side top corner. It's 6-1. So Dewar picks up his second of the game, gives the Warriors their 6th goal of the game, and the Warrior lead extends to 5. Ball is kicked forward, and it goes into the corner, and 3 Warriors are going to surround it. Only 1 member of the Crude in there, and it's going to be picked up by the visitors, and the big man Wolney will transition it to Redlick, who's a pretty big kid in his own right. Only a 17-year-old from St. Albert. Played his midget lacrosse or U17 lacrosse for the North. Ball swings nicely to Fodchuk. Fodchuk slips down when he tried to roll back. Fodchuk, one hands one into the middle. Ball goes loose. Now Royer picks up the loose change, but the shot clock expires, and the Crude will come back the other way. Reich, nice pass to Wells, who got stopped by Bialik right on top of the crease. Reich split 2 defenders there. Had just the right amount of air and just the right amount of zip to get into Wells. Wells with a number of opportunities here. Stashnik in, and Stashnik tries to go low on Horn. They're going to say Crude ball. Clearly hit Horn. I don't know if it went back off of a Warrior and then went out. Must have. Nobody argued. So Elliott comes back down into the zone. Elliott looks, swings it. That shot stopped. Ball goes into the corner, and Redlick fights through a check and comes away with it. He gets it up to Wolney. Wolney with it. And Redlick will get it over to the half wall, and Dewart. Dewart to Dickin. Another shot from way out. This time Horn's able to handle it, and he'll pick up the loose ball. 3 minutes to go, first period. The Warriors with their biggest lead of the game here, 6-1. That pass was not brought in, and the Warriors will come right back down the other way. Definitely not a good situation here for the Crude, as their defense has been on the floor here for extended periods over the last 5 minutes or so. As the ball gets shot and stopped by Horn. And here come the Crude. Nice pass to Wedman. Wedman runs, and he takes a long shot. which is easily handled by Bialik. Dylan Doken Contracting Limited. Dylan Doken Contracting Limited is the Crude home jersey sponsor. DDC is a general contracting company. Paying attention to detail and giving customers what they think is, or what they ask for is our company's main objective. Call Dylan Doken Contracting Limited for your general contracting needs. Call 780-901-1664 and Dylan will take good care of you. Now the Warriors with an opportunity to go to the power play as the Crude, I think, goes shorthanded, perhaps for the first time in this game. Looked like Ferrati. And that ends up in the Crude net pretty quickly. To the tones of Beverly Hills here on the in-house PA. First 5 minutes, 6 minutes was decent lacrosse. The ball was going up and down the floor. It had good pace, and then there were a couple of goals the Warriors, really 3 goals the Warriors got that I think Horn would like to have back. It really seemed to kill the morale on the Crude. And it's really tough to fight through when you're a big underdog. It's often tough to fight through those kinds of things really early in a game. And that's definitely set the Warriors up here to do what they would want to do, is to come in and get the job done early and not have to sweat it as the ball goes in behind the corner. Royer out in front, he fights his way to the net, and he kind of jumped or kind of hopped sideways right to the front of it, and Horn makes a good stop there. Oh, score clock still says 6-1. I'm pretty sure it's 7-1, but we'll keep an eye on that as Wolney gets it to Royer. Andiamo Electric Limited. They provide quality electrical contracting in the residential and commercial industries. Andiamo Electric, located at 15615 112 Ave. Give Tug a call at 780-488-3600. As we enter the last minute of play here in the first period, Dewart shoots that off of the foot of Horn. Should mention also the Crude defense in particular, with a lot of APs in the lineup. I think they got 5 or 6 dressed here tonight in total. Smith is gonna have trouble with this. And he's gonna push over Royer. Now he's gonna pick it back up. A little bit of a no-look shot there. Comes in from Joe Violette. Joe Violette also got acquired from the Rebels. Went to the Crude as the Rebels had to make space for their 25. And the trade at the moment is Joe Violette to the Crude just for the rest of the season, and his rights will revert back to the Rebels. As Fodchuk got his own rebound, and with time ticking down, Horn turns him away, and after the first period, the score will be the Edmonton Warriors 7, the St. Albert Crude 1. And I know the clock reads 6-1. It's 7-1. We'll be right back with you here in just under 10 minutes' time. Welcome back inside Jerome McGinley Arena in St. Albert, where it's the Warriors with a commanding 7-1 lead as we begin the second period, and the Crew do make the goaltending change here. Carson Martel will step in between the pipes for Will Horn, as the Warriors are going to win the opening draw of the second period. Martel playing his minor lacrosse in the Posse organization, Parkland. And he'll be graduating. He'll be in the 2025 draft. That doesn't even sound right. Are we really going into 2025? Where the hell does time go? As the ball goes off the floor, way up, doesn't hit the ceiling though. Yeah, and the ball dribbles back down into the crease of the Crude. And it'll be Warrior ball. On the back over, Dewart up top. Inside to Dickin. Dickin walks to the net. Tried to tuck it in the short side, got stopped, and that's a good first save for the rookie Martel Dewart. He's not even a rookie yet. I shouldn't put that label on him, but the Warriors do get on the board. And it's Royer Ben this time. It's 8-1. I know I talked about this already on the Junior Beast that will drop tomorrow morning. We recorded last night. This is an entirely different Warriors team now. They've really solidified their depth. They've got some of their top end guys back. And maybe just important though is they've gotten so much stronger on the bottom of their roster. The guys they've been able to sort of insert and subtract, and they're going to be really tough to beat come playoff time, as the Crude now with the breakaway and a 5-hole shot. A little bit of an awkward one there. The Crude get a much needed marker and narrow the lead to 6. Looks like Fernando Runco with that marker. So on the partial breakaway, Runco gets the Crude back on the board here. And we'll see if they can go on some kind of run to pull them back within striking distance here with 18:35 to go in the second period. Still plenty of time. Bowie to Connors. Wearing the multicolored shoes, gets it to Bilichuk. Another AP. Backdoor pass, that was wide of its target. And it's gonna be picked up by the Warriors. And they race out, they got a 2-on-1 here. Gibson, and he fires that into the stick of Martel. Gibson's been around this Warrior team in the past. Not quite sure where he's been this year. I think this might be his first, I think this is his first game of the season. He's another addition to this roster. My guess is somebody talked him into coming back before the deadline. He's a physical defender that can get up and run a little bit for them. So the Warriors will go to the power play here with 17:59 to go. Into the middle frame. Here's Royer, gonna start it up top. Royer, Ben, of course, is in behind the net, where he often goes on the man advantage. He tried to quick stick that. He's gonna go regain that out of the corner. Royer tried to hit Dickin, that was too heavy for him. And then Fodchuk sailed one into the glass. Royer back up to Fodchuk, sub shot. Good stop by Martel, who came out to the top of the crease to challenge and took down the angle. Martel whips it down the floor. Goes out into the corner off the glass, rebounds back out. Pass Wedman, and Dewart will grab it and get it up to Fodchuk. 1:15 to go here in the power play. Dewart up high with it. And Royer tried to rip that one on net with a quick stick. That'll be back over, and it'll be Crude possession. I want to take this time to remind you to get your 50-50 tickets, CROW LAX TV. And their 50-50 ticket draw will take place following the playoffs on Monday, July 29th, with a maximum take-home of $10,000. Scan the QR code on your screen now or visit our social media channels for more information at CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. City of Fort Saskatchewan, explore Fort Saskatchewan, discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Visit their historic downtown, scenic parks in River Valley, work in the thriving community. Play where every moment is memorable. Visit, work, and play in Fort Saskatchewan. And Vimy Ridge Academy. At Vimy Lacrosse, excellence is the standard. Led by some of the province's most decorated and experienced instructors dedicated to molding well-rounded athletes. Vimy Lacrosse is the fusion of sport, academics, and personal growth. Explore the academy by visiting vimyedmonton.ca/lacrosse. The Warriors still on the power play here with time ticking down on it. They get a reset here a few seconds ago, now down to about 25. Fodchuk back to Dewart. They're going to wait, let the guy come out of the box, prevent a provincial fast break opportunity. That behind the back goes behind Royer. As Wellner Bate fires that, that's stopped. In front, Royer with great patience, and he sends it home as he got knocked down after he'd already put it in the net, and it's 9-2. Don't want that guy with too much time and space. He had a lot of it there. Takes advantage of it and gives the Warriors a 7-goal lead. The ball dribbles back down into the crease of Bialik. And it's going to be picked up by Stashnik. Brody, the younger Stashnik. We have to clarify that now that his older brother Cole is back on the team. Again, he and Ben Royer coming back down from the junior A minors. Speaking of Ben Royer, he has it now. He gets it to Dick, and he winds and fires. Goes off a body. Picked back up by Royer. And now Martel is going to gather it. They're going to call him for 5 seconds in the crease. Seemed a little fast, but it'll be Warrior possession. Royer to Wellner Bate, who tried to slip inside. He's going to go and grab the loose ball. Ball back up. And now it's grabbed by Wedman. Wedman's going to go in. He's heavily chased here by Harris. Wedman in, and he goes top shelf. It's 9-3. I want to remind everybody about the McDonald Cup. The Chaos Junior Lacrosse Club and its franchise, the Southern Alberta Chaos, are excited to announce they'll be hosting the McDonald Cup this year. The 2024 event will be hosted in the Centennial Regional Arena in Brooks from August 7th to 11th. After a hiatus of 27 years, the Port Coquitlam Saints of BC successfully hosted the 2023 tournament, where the Cranbrook Black Wolves became the first champion of the rechristened McDonald Cup since 1995. The 8-team event was highly enjoyed by athletes, volunteers, and the numerous lacrosse fans that attended. Please join us this August. For more information, visit mcdonaldcup.ca. And as I flip through the pages of the novel, the Warriors got another goal. It's 10-3. So off the draw, the ball goes back into the zone, and it's picked up by the Crude. Here they come down the floor. Just checking up on who got that goal. As I was buried in pages, it was Cole Stashnik, so he gets on the board in his first game back, and the Warriors extend their lead. And there's been a couple chances as the teams go back and forth here since, and now here goes Gordon. Gordon's gonna sprint over center, right to the net. Gordon, and he looked like he got a piece of the bar there. I'd be interested to see the last time. I think Gordon's gotten on the board before in his career, but I don't know for sure. Something I want to look up, actually. As Wellner Bate is going to get it over to Dickin. Pretty sure he has, but not 100% sure. Ball goes loose. If you're in the chat, look that up and maybe comment if you can confirm if he has gotten on the board in his career. Is now Bilichuk in transition. Quick stick to Elliott. Got stopped by Bialik. Gets it over to Ben Royer, and Royer shoots that wide low on the far side, and now back the other way are the Crude. In, and that's tucked in the short side. Bialik got a big piece of it, but Runco forced it through him, and it's 10-4. Runco with the second of the game. Face-off violation's gonna be on the Crude, and it'll be Warrior ball with 12:16 to go in the second period, and the teams sort of exchanging goals over the last few minutes. Came into the period with a 6-goal spread. That's where we sit right now, as it's just gone from 7-1 to 10-4, and we're not even halfway through the second period. Stashnik with a nice loose ball there. He runs it out. Flat hits Wellner Bate off the bench, and Wellner Bate rifles that into the midsection of Martel, and then he's gonna pick the loose ball back up. Takes a whack, keeps it. As Fodchuk tried to set a pick, then the ball was swung over to Dickin. Dickin looks to the net, swim move. Rolls back up to Dewart. And the ball is going to be picked up by the Crude after the save by Martel. Runco trying to go out to space again. And they got a 2-on-1. Martel with Elliott, Runco with Elliott. And Runco looking for his hat trick. Got stopped this time by Bialik. And here go the Warriors. Redlick all the way up the floor. That was in the feet of Ben Royer. But out of the corner with it comes Stashnik. And then Royer was hit hard. And the ball went loose, picked back up by Stashnik. Shot goes wide, and it'll be Crude ball with 10:14 or 10:48 to go in the second period. I want to thank Zender Ford. Zender Ford, the car dealer in Spruce Grove, will go above and beyond to meet the customer's needs. Conveniently located on Highway 16, having great hours. They can help you with any vehicle needs you may have. Visit Zender Ford at 99 Golden Spike Road, Spruce Grove Road. Spike Road, Spruce Grove. And Andy Ammo Electric. Andy Ammo Electric Limited is family owned and operated since 2008. They provide quality electrical contracting in the residential and commercial industries. Andy Ammo Electric is located at 15615 112 Ave. Give Tug a call at 78488-3600. And Wedman Land and Cattle Co. Discover the legacy of Wedman Land and Cattle. 4 generations of expertise, from our quality cattle and performance horses to our reliable trucking services. We're here to serve your needs across Alberta. Chloe Wedman land, Coos Wedman land and cattle for service you could trust. As Wolney holds on to this and he bounces it well wide of the net as the shot clock wound down. Ball up high with Elliott. Crude on an Extreme Threads power play here as the ball goes wide, and it'll be over and back, and it'll be Warrior ball. Central Social Hall can be a place for drinks, lunch with your client, brunch with your family, or late night with your friends. Born and raised in Edmonton, committed to providing you with an outstanding restaurant and bar experience. Visit Central Social Hall at 525 St. Albert Trail. Ball is worked down low and brought back up high by Dickin. He swings it to Fodchuk. Fodchuk hop step up across the top, stops up, shoots, goes wide. And that'll come back down the floor and be picked up by Stenson. Stenson's going to hold and wait for a very slow power play to come back out onto the floor here as they take their time. Got 30 seconds to work with here. 9 minutes to go in the second period. Elliott goes into the middle, sets a seal. The crease guy comes up. They tried to sink Wells into the middle. Pass wasn't brought in. Wells picks it back up to Elliott. Wells off of the bucket of Pickering. A former teammate of Wells, obviously coming from the Crude. Not the most fun reacquaintance there, but he looks to be all right, and the Warriors will come back over center as they kill off the penalty. City of Fort Saskatchewan, explore Fort Saskatchewan, discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Visit their downtown parks in River Valley, visit work and play in Fort Saskatchewan. The ball is going to be transitioned here by the Crude. Ball off the draw is picked up by Stashnik, and he gets it over to Redlick. Warriors will take their time and get out their offensive players here with 3:44 to go here in the second period. Dickin gets it over to Royer. Royer up across the top, bounces one on Martel. That got turned away. Some kind of calls coming up here. Perhaps interference. Couldn't quite see what they called there. Dickin, a little bit of a drag move underneath his defender. Comes back up top with it to Dewart. Dewart down to Luke Royer. Tried to feed his cousin Ben. Now Ben takes a shot with Martel in possession. That's going to be a call, and the Crude will go to the box, and it'll be a Warrior power play. Dylan Doken Contracting Limited. Dylan Doken Contracting Limited is the Crude home jersey sponsor. DDC is a general contracting company. Paying attention to detail and giving the customer what they ask for is our company's main objective. Call Dylan Doken Contracting Limited for your general contracting needs. 780-901-1664. Dylan will take care of you as Flett grabs the ball and sets the Warrior power play back up. Threw a bit of a rough pass, but Dickin had enough time to go and gather that. Here's Fodchuk. Into the middle, and Fodchuk wide open on the feed from Dickin. Good stop by Martel. And a skip pass from Dewart down to Ben Royer. I don't know if, I think Martel got some piece of that. I don't think that missed cleanly. Reich is eventually going to pick this up. With 1 minute to go on the kill, 2 minutes to go in the period. Almost going back over, getting rid of it just before. And Connors flips it to Wells. Wells rolls that at the net. Official Matt Murphy had to dodge that one. Sure, Matt's watched dodgeball before. Employing the 5 Ds as Fodchuk. Skip pass, and that was from Royer to Dickin, and that missed. Royer back with it up to Fodchuk. Fodchuk skips it. And that quick stick from Luke Royer goes off the bar and up and out of play. It'll be a Warrior reset here. They have 20 seconds to go in the man advantage. Shot. That went off a body. A little bit of a twister from Royer from the outside, and now here come the Crude back down floor, and that's turned away by Bialik. The Crude best opportunities by far in this period have come on breakaways and transition opportunities, 2-on-1s. That was McConnell with the chance there. And the ball is going to be held on and swung over to Elliott. Elliott. Ball now over to the left side. Stenson back over to Elliott. The ball moves down into the far right corner. Looks like Joviolat. And that gets gets picked off by Redlick, and Redlick to Wellner Bate. Wellner Bate in, and he tried to go far side. Martel with another nice save. And he's been pretty sharp here over the last 5 or 6 minutes. Crude trying to call a timeout. They eventually get it granted with about 17 seconds left. And they'll try to draw something up here before the end of the period. And we'll take this time to thank Andy Ammo Electric. Andy Ammo is located at 15615 112 Avenue. Give Tug a call, 780-488-3600. Vimy Ridge Academy at Vimy Lacrosse Excellence is the standard, led by some of the province's most decorated and experienced instructors. Vimy Lacrosse is the fusion of sport, academics, and personal growth. Unleash your potential with Vimy Lacrosse. City of Fort Saskatchewan. Explore Fort Saskatchewan. Discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Play where every moment is memorable. Visit, work, and play in Fort Saskatchewan. So out of the timeout, the Crude will run 6-on-5 here. Elliott will start it up top. Elliott. Ball works in behind the net. Wells gets that loose ball, and time's going to tick down here before a shot's even taken, and that'll do it for the second period with the score. The Edmonton Warriors 11, the St. Albert Crude 4. We want to thank you for joining us here on CROW LAX TV. We'll be right back in just under 10 minutes time. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Welcome back into Jerome McGinley Arena, where it's the Edmonton Warriors leading the St. Albert Crude by a score of 11-4. The Warriors had as much as I think they got out to an 8-goal lead at one point. I don't think it's gotten bigger than that. I believe it was 10-2 at one point. And the Crude narrowed it down a little bit with a couple of breakaway goals, and that's where we sit here early in the third period. You're watching CROW LAX TV, Junior B, Alberta Lacrosse. As we get near the playoffs, and the Warriors looking to try to run down the Rebels for first in the North. That pass gets sent from Fodchuk to Royer in front of the net, just out of his reach, and here go the Crude, Bilichuk. Gets it to Elliott, who comes down the right side. Elliott swings it, gets it back. Liam Elliott, swim move. And that goes off of, looked like the helmet of Bialik. Goes into the corner, and that's flipped up the floor to Stashnik. Stashnik in transition, and he sails that into the glass. It looked like a stick might have impeded his shot there. As the Crude come down into the offensive zone, and Stashnik does what he does and jumps out aggressively, taking time and space away. As him and Menon look like they knocked the ball away, but it is gathered back by the Crude. And here the Warriors go in transition. Stashnik has a little bit of trouble with it. He's going to collect it now, and he'll stop up and get the Warrior offense out onto the floor. Luke Royer in his final year of junior here. You can bet he wants to finish with another Founders tournament here, as that shot gets sent in. Stopped by Martel. Now the shots in the arena say 57-17. That would mean that the Crude only had 6 in the second period. I don't really quite know if that's the case. I mean, they scored 3 goals. I'm pretty sure Bialik made more than 3 saves in the second period, but hey, the clock right now says 57-17, and oh man, Wolney sent a member of the Crude into the bench. The gate was half closed, and he fell into the bench. That looked bad. Did not look great. But we play on here. Dickin, inside, Dickin, and that's another stop by Martel. Loose ball, Wilner Bates spins back and tried to shoot. Ball falls out of his stick. Now a check from behind will come up to Dickin. And here go the Crude. Bilichuk, one of the APs, loses that. And it's going to be a Crude power play here. Crude power play brought to you by Extreme Threads, your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel and sublimated team uniforms. Ball is moved around the perimeter. Wells holds it, shoots it, and that's stopped by Bialik on the low shot. Wolney is going to transition out. Wolney is going to hold on to this and look to dish it off. He gets it to Dewart. Dewart quickly to the half wall. Ben Royer has it. He's going to take his guy. Now wide open. Royer, same move that he beat Horn early in the game with. He beats Martel with just the lean to the far side and opens up the top short side corner and rifles it there. It's 12-4. Royer, Luke's defender, I should specify, Luke's defender just left him completely wide open, and Royer able to make the Crude pay. That's another shorthanded goal. I believe the Warriors have 4 now in this game. A running shot there, taken by Fodchuk, fought off by Martel. Bilichuk will leave it there for Wells. Wells to Elliott. Crude power play sets back up with 33 seconds to go on the man advantage. 15:33 to go, third period. That shot gets stopped by Bialik on the far side. And this ball is going to be run out by Pickering. Pickering splits a couple of defenders and gets it to Flett, who's going to wait to dish here. So the Warriors still shorthanded for about 10 seconds. That goes into the boards and rebounds back out to the Crew. 15 minutes to go. Zender Ford, the car dealer in Spruce Grove, who will go above and beyond to meet your customer needs. Conveniently located on Highway 16. They can help you and with any vehicle needs you may have. Visit Zender Ford at 99 Golden Spike Road, Spruce Grove. Power play goal by the Crude, and it's 12-5. So Liam Elliott gets on the board against his former team. And now Wedman is going to get checked here by a couple of Warriors. His stick gets knocked away. And here go the Warriors, Stashnik and Redlick. A couple of Crude defenders meet them in reverse transition. Stashnik goes down, gets right back up. Gets it over to Dewart. Dewart looks and he gets it to Redlick, who tried to bounce that to the short side. Goes up and off the floor and out of play. As the ball's bounced up dangerously, that could have been a big collision. As Gordon is really going at 12s here, and Gordon and 12s are going to throw him here as they remove their slash guards, and here it is. Gordon, a very, very experienced fighter. And he catches 12s with a quick left. And anybody who doesn't know, Gordon, a fighter in hockey. I think he spent some time in the WHL. Actually, he was a goalie in hockey, but he does have a background in fighting. And 12s, the rookie. I give him a lot of credit for standing up and dropping the gloves. That's just a tough matchup. And so I would assume they'll each get 5 for fighting and leave the game. I think the box wants to know what the official calls are. I don't know if Gordon actually got in a fight last year. It was a couple years ago, and he busted a member of the Blizzard's jaw. That's been a long time since somebody's fought him. As Elliott goes backdoor, that was in behind. It's target. That looked like Nestor. That was cutting backdoor. And the ball is going to be moved back up to Redlick. Redlick, St. Albert kid, runs in. Redlick, and he gets stopped by Martel, who calmly steps over to the far side. Martel's been quite good in this game since he came in for the Crude. I think he came in at 7-1 at the start of the second period. So the Warriors have scored 5 in about a period and a half here. Now Redlick is going to go. He's going to be chased by Elliott. Redlick pushes off, and he gets a shot off, stopped by Martel. Ball floated over to Smith. Smith gets it over. And the ball is with Connors. Connors gets it to Nestor, who's tied up. He's hit hard there. Ball goes loose, and Gibson is going to fight for it. It's picked back up by the Crude, though. Joe Violette gets it over to the left side. Ball goes off of a Warrior defender into the corner. It'll be a Warrior ball here with 12:40 to go. Third period. I want to thank you for joining us here on the channel, CROW LAX TV. Hit subscribe, you'll be notified every time a game goes live. Dickin, far wall. Gets checked, ball goes loose. Now it's picked up by Dickin, and that's stopped by Martel, who stands tall. Didn't overcommit, just made himself big, and the ball just sort of hit him. So the ball comes up in the stick of Bowie. Bowie is checked hard there by Royer. Royer on the trail check here. Causes the ball to go loose. Andrews keeps it loose. Now the ball pops up, and it's going to be lost again. Eventually, the Crude pick it back up, but they're going to be knocked back over. And the shot clock expires anyway, so it'll be Warrior ball. Ball brought up by Luke Royer. Ben Royer looks into the middle for Luke. He tried to go back to that top short side. This time, Martel stayed with it. Bilichuk rolls out of traffic and gets it up the floor. He hands off to Elliott. Pick comes. Now it's slipped. Swings it to the left side. Pass was fed back door. And Joe Violette unable to bring that in, and it'll be Flett coming back the other way. 11 to go here, third period. Is Redlick. Outlets it to Harris. Harris down inside and tried to go 5 holes, stopped. Dewart rebound, a little bit of a jump shot, stopped by Martel. And so the Warriors will get a reset here. Wellner bait to Ben Royer to Dickin. They play catch up top, the ball back with Dickin. As Wellner bait pushed off a defender into the middle, took that shot wide, and it'll be over and back. It'll be Crude ball. And it looks like Martel has an equipment issue. So, be a pause in the action with 10:24 to go. And while we have that time, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here with a few games on the go here on a Thursday night. In Moyer, it was in Ken Nickel, where the Rebels defeated the Outlaws 13-9. So the Rebels get a couple more points. I believe that puts them at 23. And they get ever so closer to clinching the North Division, while the Okotoks Marauders defeated the Mounties down south by a score of 7-4. Those two teams on a collision course to meet in the first round of the South playoff. As the ball gets moved across floor here, now in the stick of Dewart. Now a fight here. Another one, and it's Wolney going at it. And Wolney takes his man down. I don't even know who that is. An affiliate, I believe. It's a big size mismatch there. so I'll let you know who that was for the Crude when they announce it in the building, because nobody up here seems to know who it is. It's the one guy I don't know who it is, so we'll wait to find out. As the referees go to the benches to discuss a few housekeeping issues, I'm sure, and they'll get it sorted out, and we'll get ready to play the last 9:58. So we'll stay 5-on-5 here. Both players removed from the game. Ball in the stick of Fodchuk. He swings it, Dickin. It's going to be transitioned out. PA doesn't know either who 18 is. The ball goes out. And it'll be Crude ball. So here's Connors, and he'll start up the Crude possession. Ball's flipped to nobody, and Flett picks this off, and he's going to go on a break. Flett chased by Nestor. Flett, and he's stopped by Martel. A number of breakaway saves here in this third period by Martel, and fast break. Chances thwarted by the affiliate, and now the ball is going to be turned back over into the possession of the Crude. I think that they said that the Warrior ran through the crease to pick the ball up. Wedman is going to have to go collect this. And Wells gets it to Elliott. Elliott winds, fires, and he pulled that back to the short side. Good stop by Bialik. Elliott shot that through traffic, and then a little twister out in front from Wells. Stopped by Bialik, and now here comes Brody Stashnik in transition. Tried to hit his brother up high. That didn't work, and now here come the Crude. Elliott, partial break. Elliott chased by Redlick, and that's stopped by Bialik with a couple of saves of his own here. Cole Stashnik gets it to Josh Fodchuk. Fodchuk into Royer, and that missed on the short side. Bilicuk is going to have to evade traffic. He sends a nice pass up floor. McConnell in, and that gets stopped by Bialik. McConnell with a few opportunities in transition here. McConnell runs back. And the ball is back up with Dewart. Now Dickin. Dickin winds, and a hard, heavy shot. Stopped by the left shoulder of Martel. And Wes pulling a nice little ball out of the pocket. Don't care about this ball. It's going back down the floor. I'll get it later. That's a veteran move. As Dickin tried to hit Wellner bait. Ball goes into the corner. They're going to call... Initially, it looked like they were giving the ball to the Crude, but it's going to be Warrior ball here. So Graham Dickin up high. Gets it to Dewart. Dewart tried to feed the middle. Ball goes loose. And it's picked back up by Wellner bait into the stick of Dewart. Tried to hit a cutting Luke Royer. Didn't bring it in, and here go the Crude. McConnell with another opportunity. His third break of the game here. McConnell, and he gets hit hard and slides into the corner. As Rex Wolney came back hard. So with 6:50 to go, it'll be a Warrior possession here. Dickin. And McConnell went back to the dressing room there after that hit from Rex. Ball is sent over to the far side. And that gets through Martel. It's 13-5. Dewart, Josh Dewart has the magic touch this year. I've seen him do that a number of times. Throw the ball through the goalie from well out. Ball goes loose. And it's picked up by Reich. Reich is going to fight through a check from Wolny. Now into the middle, Wedman, and he got met with a hard hit from Rex Wolny. That shot taken off the left side. Looked like Stenson stepping into one there. Menon will get it to Luke Royer. Royer got a little bit of a no-look over to Dewart. Had to knock it down and then pick it back up. Dewart over there on the right side with Harris and Dickin. They all got kind of jammed up in the same area of the floor. Tough pass there to make, and it's going to be a shot clock violation and Crude ball with 5.5 to go here as we sit in the third period. Awkward flip pass gets to Connors as he reaches back to pull that one in. Here's Connors. Skipped that over to the far side of the floor, but maybe some type of moving pick here, and it's going to be Warrior ball. Wellner beat. Looks, dishes. Gets it to Dewart. Dewart swings it back over to Wellner Bate. Gets it back to Dewart. As they play some seesaw lacrosse up across the top, and the shot ended up coming from Dewart, and this time Martel able to stand with it. 4:45 to go here. Warriors with this game well in hand. Connors back into the offensive zone. Connors swings that. That's not brought in. Now the ball is picked up by Brody Stashnik. Had the ball knocked away, but it's picked up by Gibson. Gibson is going to run. And he's going to wait up and get it to Fodchuk, who holds. Fodchuk, no looks to Dewart. Inside, Cale Harris, and that's stopped. Good stop there by Martel. Redlick in, bulls his way, and as he was falling, got a little one-hander at the net. They'll say he stepped inside, and it'll be St. Albert ball. Just saved from the over and back there, Joe Violette. Joe Violette fired that far side, missing the net. Goes back down the floor. No over and back, so I mean, they didn't reset the clock, so I don't know why it wasn't over and back, because that means it didn't hit the net. So Stashnik will reconvene here for the Warriors. Dewart, little sub shot, that's stopped by Martel. Now a breakaway pass, and that eventually gets to Runco. Runco has that knocked away. And he's going to run back out with it. And a wild pass is going to come back over, and it'll be Warrior possession. 2:54 to go here. Third period. Want to thank you for joining us here on the channel, CROW LAX TV. All you got to do is hit subscribe. You'll be notified every time a game goes live. And feel free to interact. Like get in the comments of games. Get in the after games are done. Get into the comment section as the Crude not happy. The Crude not happy with a non-call here. It was picked up by West. GM Terry Doken just giving it to the near ref here. But anyways, so the Warriors will go to the box for holding. And they quickly blow it back in. Ball is sent over to the far side, and here's Stashnik. Stashnik picks it up and will wait up. But yeah, get involved, get in the chat, talk lacrosse, get at us on our social media channels, anything and everything. You can hit me up on Twitter, MJ_9. Ball gets sent in by Dewart off the wrong side of the floor. And Menon will just pick it up and get it back out high to Wellner Bate. Wellner Bate is grabbed there. But with 1:50 to go, and that team up 13-5, that's one you don't call. As Wellner Bate is just gonna throw this at the net. It'll be Crude ball here with 1:20 to go. So it looks like the Crude will drop to 2-14-1, and the Warriors will improve to 9-7-1. They're gonna sit and remain inside at second in the second seed in the North Division, while the Crude will finish fourth with 3 games to go still. The ball is going to go into the corners, picked up by Nestor. And Redlick will pick this up. And here goes Redlick. Redlick back down into the offensive zone. And he threw a wild pass into the corner, and it's picked up by Bilichuk. Bilichuk had Elliott up the floor, but there was too much traffic there. He got knocked down. Ball gets thrown to the near boards here. Redlick going to have 2 Crude players kind of surround him on either side. Now Stashnik will come out of the pile with it. The Warriors will just hold this, and the game will expire. And that's going to do it here from St. Albert with a final score. The Edmonton Warriors 13, the St. Albert Crude 5. As I mentioned, the Warriors go to 9-7-1 in second place in the North Division, while the Crude fall to 2-14-1. I want to thank you for joining us here on the channel, CROW LAX TV. All you got to do is hit subscribe. You'll be notified every time the game goes live. Once again, the final score from St. Albert, the Edmonton Warriors 13, the St. Albert Crude 5. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you very soon. Good night, everyone.